Hey family, welcome back to the Inspiring Gem, where we talk real life, growth, and purpose. Today's topic is one you need to hear, and is something almost every high achiever battles: imposter syndrome. You've got the skills, you've got the hustle, but that nagging voice whispers, "You're not good enough," right? That is imposter syndrome and is holding you back. Today, we're not just talking about it, we are crushing it. I'm giving you the mindset shifts and practical tools to own your power, silence the doubts, and lead like the absolute boss you are meant to be. Let's go. What is imposter syndrome? So, what are we actually dealing with here? Imposter syndrome isn't self-doubt. It's that sneaky feeling that despite all your achievements, degrees, or successful projects, it makes you feel like any minute now, someone's gonna pull back the curtain and expose you. It keeps brilliant people from speaking up, from applying for that promotion, or from starting that dream business. It makes you feel like you got there by luck, not skill. But here's the truth: you earned it. So part 1 or segment 1, we are going to talk about the mindset shifts, rewiring your brain. So conquering imposter syndrome starts in your head. It's about retraining your brain. So by retraining our brain, we have to acknowledge and externalize it. So name that feeling. So instead of letting that voice become a voice, identify it as imposter syndrome. Tell it, "Oh hey, that's imposter syndrome talking again." So for example, you nailed a presentation. The voice says, "You got lucky. That's not really you." Then you think, "Oh, there's imposter syndrome. Thanks for sharing. But I know the hours I put in. I did great." This separates you from the doubt. So number 2, reframe your success. You have to put efforts over natural talent. So, imposter syndrome often makes us believe success comes from innate genius, not hard work. Remind yourself that effort, learning, and resilience are your superpowers. So, for example, you overcome a tough challenge at work. Don't just say, "Anyone could do that." Instead, it internally, or even in a journal, note, "I researched, I re-strategized, and I solved it. That's my that's my capability in action." So number 3, the God equips the called principle. So put in action the God equips the called principle. This isn't just about confidence, it's about purpose. Think of biblical figures like Moses, who felt completely inadequate. "Whom am I to do this?" God didn't say, "You're right, Moses, you're not enough." He said, "I will be with you." Or Gideon, who saw himself as the weakest from the poorest family, but God called him as mighty warrior. So for example, when doubt creeps in, remind yourself, if God has placed me here, if He's opened this door, then I have what it takes. My perceived inadequacy doesn't negate the purpose of the gifts He's given me. You are chosen. You are equipped. So part number 2 or segment 2, we're going to talk about practical tools and actions. The actual doing the actual work. So mindset shifts are powerful, but also you need to take action to solidify your confidence. So we have to do this by number 1, you document your wins. You need to have that brag book, the brag book. So you can even put it like a brag book. Yes. Create a simple document or folder. It could be a digital or physical, where you only put positive things, glowing feedback, successful projects, successful project notes, awards, or even simple thank you emails. So for example, after a great quarterly review, copy that positive feedback. When you solve a tough problem, jot down how. When imposter syndrome is hard, open that brag book and drown it in undeniable proof of your competence. So after documenting your wins on the brag book, number 2, do the selective sharing and seeking feedback. Talk smart, not weak. Don't seek validation for your feelings of inadequacy from everyone. Instead, choose trusted members or peers. When you do ask for feedback, frame it constructively. So for example, instead of saying, I'm so worried I messed up that presentation, I probably sounded stupid, try, hey, I'd love your objective feedback on my presentation. What could I improve for next time? And what landed well? You are seeking growth, not fueling self-deprecation. So after doing selective sharing and seeking feedback, number 3, set clear boundaries. Protect your energy. So often, imposter syndrome makes us overcommit to prove our worth. This leads to burnout, which ironically fuels more doubt. So for example, learn to say no, or I can do that by X date, but my priority are currently on X and Y projects. Protecting your time and energy helps you perform better, which in turn builds genuine confidence, reducing the need to constantly overprove yourself. So finally, in segment number 3 or part 3, lead like a boss, embodying your power. So this is where you step up into whom you are truly meant to be. So by doing so, number 1, you own your expertise. So own your expertise even when you're learning. You don't need to know everything to be valuable. Share what you do know confidently. So for example, in a team meeting, instead of saying, I am new to this, but try. Based on my experience with X, I believe we could approach Y and doing Z. Your knowledge is valuable, even if it's not exhaustive. And number 2, after owning your expertise, be a learner, not a pretender. So true leaders aren't afraid to admit they don't know something and ask questions. This builds trust and fosters a learning environment rather than exposing you as a fraud. So, for example, if asked about something you are unsure of, respond with, "That's a great question. I haven't explored that specific angle yet. Let's research it together." Or, "What are your thoughts on this approach?" This shows confidence in your ability to learn and collaborate. Finally, that nagging voice telling you are not enough is a liar. You've got the skills, the spirit, and the purpose. Don't let imposter syndrome steal your shine or hold you back from stepping into the leadership roles you are called to. Implement these mindset shifts and practical tools and watch your confidence soar. Is it soar or soar? Remember, God equips the called. You are called. You are capable. Now go out there and lead like the absolute boss you were born to be. If this message helps you break free, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to press that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a content. Let's build a community of confident, empowered leaders. Own your power. Silence the doubt. Lead like a boss. Until next time.